is the future of this country, because if we don't get back into vocational education, teaching these young people coming out of high school how to measure a board or whatever else you may do. You know, my oldest son graduated from vocational school with the business part of it. My oldest daughter, was in culinary arts. Now, neither one of them went into any one of those fields. But my oldest daughter is a great cook today. And, you know, my son has kind of plodded along. He never used his education, but he's a good tradesman. And so, you know, this is the future of this country, because everybody can't be a doctor or lawyer. You got to have an Indian chief. You know, they got to have somebody underneath them to direct. And I'll tell you a good little story. Back when I was living in New York, I had a customer call me one day. His name was Dr. Sherlock. He was an eye specialist in Newburgh, New York. And he called about him, had just had a new baby. And he had this beautiful house, beautiful, sanded, varnished wood floors. They cleaned. He says, I want to put tile on this floor. Oh, you want, yeah? So I went in and I put plywood down, I put tile on this brand new oak floor. And he was just as happy as could be. It just broke my heart. Then a second kid came along. Same thing in the other bedroom. To make a long story short, throughout this whole process, he and I become pretty good friends. And he was Jewish, so he never called me on Saturday. But I could almost set my clock for about 1 o'clock on Sunday. I'm going to get a phone call almost every week. You come down and look at this, you come down and look at that. There's something wrong here. You know, sometimes it took me more time to go down to his house to fix whatever it was than it did to do the job. So one day I said to him, you know, my kids and daughter and my mother all need eye exams. So he called me and told me when to bring them down. And I said to him, Doc, you gotta give me a bill for it. He says, give you a bill? He says, you don't owe me anything. You know, how often do you get a guy, would do that? You know, he said, you don't owe me anything. He says, we're friends. So my wife didn't get glasses. She just got an exam. My daughter got glasses. My mother got glasses. But these are things that that you remember through the years about different people. But the point that I was trying to make, he was a doctor. He couldn't do what I did. And I certainly couldn't do what he did. And that's the point that I was trying to make. Boy, I think I spent enough time talking off the cuff.
Dear brother, you see all I thank you, and I know I put him on the spot. Yeah, don't go too far. Well, that's my history for this evening. I think it was done well. Thank you.
Ladies and brethren, I have to tell you the only reason I have the honor of sitting here is because I was elected or volunteered to chair this event. So thanks to all of my brothers for doing that for me. Right worshipful. Right Worshipful Tom? You know, when we send somebody out before we do some things, we say, don't go too far. Don't go too far. Because we have something special now, an award that we're going to make. And Right Worshipful Tom's piece of the program is coming up. Since he's so warmed up and ready to go, it's time. Where's Kimberly? Kimberly is taking care of her child who's having fun. Let's put it that way. Tom?
Just while we're waiting, and to break up a little bit of what's going on, all the lovely things that you see here, the pictures, the thanks for the past master, the Veritas Lodge, all these subtle things that make this afternoon very nice, and also the checks were done by my senior deacon. I'd like to give him a round of applause. Harold Consuelo. This is what happens when you let a gentleman who has enthusiasm, let him go and let him do. I was very happy and thrilled that he is so interested in doing this for us. We also have some pins in the back that maybe you've seen, and the t-shirts, that were done by my junior warden, Tim Reeder. Thank you, Tim. Yes. Okay, thank you. Thank you for taking the time.
Before I ask Right Worshipful Tom to come forward to make this presentation, I should tell you that just to put things in perspective, our little lodge of 89 people has somehow come up with 2 $1,000 scholarships. A Grand Lodge in Florida has roughly 45,000, had an essay contest this year. There were 10 winners, $1,000 each. So our little lodge has managed to scrape together $2,000 for a wonderful cause, and we're very proud of it. So.
As I indicated, we have this year started, and the big mover and shaker behind getting it started was Brother Hans Pullman. And we're able to give 2 scholarships this year because we had 2 very good people. And I'm looking at Kimberly now, and I'm going to tell you, it was a tough decision. And come to find out, both of the girls, both Kimberly and Stephanie, are good friends, work together, study together. I guess maybe even went out together, I don't know. Yeah, you know, but we didn't know that in the beginning. But both young ladies come in here and they impressed everybody. And once the hard decision was made, then the hard decision was, well, let's do 2. And that's what we did. Unfortunately, Stephanie has a new job she started and she couldn't be with us today. But at this time, I'd like to invite Kimberly Matthews up to the stage, please. Kimberly, I'd like to present to you this check for $1,000 for your share of the scholarship. And the certificate of scholarship presented to you, you know, this was a program that I really looked forward to, and I hope next year the Worshipful Master will allow me to be on the committee to work with it. It was a lot of fun, a lot of tension, a lot of stress. I met some very nice people. Not only Kimberly and Stephanie, but their financial aid person, Heidi Duff, who is a great lady. And with that, congratulations, Kimberly. And I'd like to say,
thank you, everybody. This was a blessing for me. For my age, I'm a little bit older, going back to school. I have 2 kids. I'm a single mom, so this is a huge help for me. And greatly appreciate it. Thank you to everybody.
that's the best part, we get hugs.
It's Boyan's turn now.
What am I doing? Am I doing a emotional giveaway, or what am I doing? What would you like me to do now? Since you're the master of ceremonies. Yes. Okay. Okay, I can do that. We really didn't do this in Veritas Lodge, and I never understood why. Other lodges do it, but I decided, why don't we do something like recognizing the gentlemen who have been here and in their time that they've been here allowed me to be here. Hopefully a lot of you are happy that I'm here, but what I want to show you is a plaque. And it says, "Dear Past Master, in grateful appreciation for all your dedication and support to Veritas Lodge number 396, Free and Accepted Masons, which will always be remembered fondly in good times and as encouragement in bad." June 14, 2014. What I decided to do was make them for our past masters. So that I don't have to go through everybody at this moment, would all the past masters please come up here that I can give you your past master plaque. Now, please remember that this is 15 years. We have almost, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, I have one less. I only have 7. I thought okay. Yes. So I have all these. The first that I'd like to give it to is Fred Buckley. Fred, thank you. I'm just going to give them like this because it's easier. Oh, Harold wants to take a picture.
Get them all together. Yes.
One of the things as a Mason that does happen is we do gain weight. Yes. Thank you. Okay. Right, Worshipful Tom, here's yours. You're very welcome, sir. Thank you. Jean Lundahl, thank you. Thank you. Claude, thank you. Brother Bill Combs, thank you. Brother Jim, thank you. Last but not least, Alan. So, if you notice, more, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.